Good morning, everyone. We will begin the morning service of the Miroku Association headquarters, asking God in Meishu-sama for protection and the permission to participate today in the divine plan of constructing paradise on this earth. Let us pray together the Amatsu-Norito, the prayer of heaven, followed by the Miroku Prayer. Please stand. 高天原に根詰まります。かむろぎかむろみのみこともちて、すめぎよやかむいざないのみこと、つくしのいむかの立ち花の、おどのあまぎはにみそぎ払いたも、時になりませる。払いどの神たちもろもろのまがこと罪けがれを払いたまえ清めたまえと直すことのよしを天つかみにつかみやおよろずの神たちともに雨の淵駒の耳振り立ててきこしめせとかしこみもまおす弥勒大神守りたまえ先生えたまえ弥勒大神守りたまえ先生えたまえ教えみよやんしの神守りたまえ先生えたまえ教えみよやんしの神守りたまえ先生えたまえかながらたまちはえませ。かながらたまちはえませ。Great God of light, creator and giver of all life, in accordance with your divine will, the long age of night draws to an end. Your radiant divine light, shining ever more brilliantly, awakens the dawn of the glorious age of light, a time long awaited by all humanity. We thank you for guiding us to your divine plan and for the privilege of channeling and receiving Johrei. May our spirits and bodies be illuminated and purified as we live your truth given to us by Meishu-sama. Make us pure and effective instruments of your divine light, so that we may serve you and all those with whom we come in contact. May paradise on earth be realized with health, peace, and prosperity, a reality in our lives. Great God of light, bless and protect us. Radiate our souls with your divine light, so that we may truly become instruments of your great plan. Please be seated. We will now receive group Johrei.
May God and Meishu-sama bless you.
Johrei is now concluded. We will now listen to a reading from Meishu-sama's teachings. Turning to God. Now that I am enveloped in God's great light, I am no longer disturbed by the turbulent storms that rage in the world around me. We may be surprised to find that the very fate that others experienced yesterday becoming the fate that we ourselves must face today. For such is the way of life. We cannot see the distortion caused by dark forces until it is clearly reflected in God's mirror. For those who lack faith in God, spiritual clouds are removed through suffering. For those who have faith, they are more easily released through God's grace. This grace is God's lifeline to salvation, which God sends to all who are suffering. Some fail to understand it, it is there, or are not able to grab it and reach salvation due to the weight of the spiritual clouds on their spiritual bodies. However, when they later experience suffering through such things as disease, accidents, or natural disasters, these clouds are lessened. As one's spiritual body becomes lighter, the ability to access this lifeline increases. However, if a person cannot grab onto God's lifeline to salvation, even after hearing a wonderful teaching, then that person's clouds must still be further reduced by some means. Even if you could force someone to grab the lifeline, they would let it go or lose their grip. However, if a person receives Johrei, sufficient purification to find and hold onto this lifeline to salvation can be easily and quickly achieved.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining the Miroku Association headquarters morning service. Thank you also for your continuous prayers towards world peace, towards the victims of wars, of natural disasters, as well as man-made disasters. Excuse me. This morning, I want to share with you the faith experience of Cristiane Silveira. She's from the Rio Grande do Sul, Brazil. Cristiane is now 45 years old and has been a member for almost 4 years. She used to live in the interior of another state, Paraná, with her former partner. In 2019, she concluded her relationship in a highly tumultuous way, leaving her emotionally rattled. She returned to her hometown, leaving behind her career as a physiotherapist, material possessions, and also personal achievements. On her arrival, she received strong support from her family and our church. Christiane resumed work, but had to adapt to a new financial reality, which was very challenging. She questioned why this was happening and struggled to accept her situation. All of this stress took a toll on her health, leading to dizziness, abdominal discomfort, and constant heartburn. Despite physical weakness and emotional turmoil, she continued to visit the Johrei Center to receive Johrei, attend services, make donations of gratitude, and dedicate herself. In this way, Christiane managed to stay connected to God and Meishu-sama during this difficult phase. She overcame her health purifications in early 2021 thanks to our practice of faith. Simultaneously, new job opportunities emerged and her financial situation stabilized. With each small achievement, she visited the Johrei Center to offer prayers and express her gratitude. Gradually, she understood that these sufferings were purifying actions to eliminate spiritual clouds. Christiane learned that by staying close to God during these times, she would be protected by His light and divine blessings would begin to appear when the purification process was complete. March of last year, she received an inheritance from the sale of her parents' property. With this, she fulfilled her dream of buying an apartment. Christiane expresses her gratitude to God, Meishu-sama, as well as to her ancestors for all the protection and the opportunity to serve the divine work. She is determined to continue her practice of faith with the desire to be an instrument in the salvation of many people. She extends her heartfelt thanks. Thank you very much for attending this morning service, for listening to this faith experience. Wish you the most wonderful weekend.
This brings to a conclusion our morning service. Thank you everyone for joining us. We wish you a very blessed day.